Without further ado, let me introduce our new speaker for today, our first speaker, Mr. Lawrence Wong. He's a founder and director of Co+Nut+ink, Singapore's famous award-winning and top F&B outdoor lifestyle concept since 2013. So they sell coconut ice cream in coconut husks, and they do corporate and charity events as well as weddings. He will share more about his problem statement regarding a smart self-service robotic ice cream kiosk. Over to you, Mr. Lawrence Tang, sorry. Welcome.
Hey, Manchong, thank you.
Hey, Lawrence.
Thank you. I hope everybody can see me and the presentation as well. So, so should I kind of like show my presentation?
Yes, we can see you and hear you.
Yeah, just hold on. Yeah.
You can share your screen if you want to. The Heights team, do you have his presentation ready? If you have, you can just share it. There we go. Okay. Yep. So Lawrence, you just say next, and then we'll move on to the next slide for you.
Okay, sure. Okay then. Thank you everybody for joining me as well for my presentation. And first of all, thank you, IMDA for the support, and thank you for the rest of the participants, joining me and for the interest on our technology. Next slide, please. Okay. Yeah, I guess I have only like 10 minutes to present this, so I'll do as fast as I can on that. Okay, so touching on the context, first of all, is actually to introduce ourselves, right? Obviously, and then the second one will be talking about our problem statement, and then after that, what are we looking for specifically to solve our problem, and then after that, we'll give some examples, like some scenarios and cases, as well as what is in for you in terms of the price amount once you are awarded on that. And then after that, I guess it's all the standard protocol in terms of evaluation criteria, the deadline. And then after that, I guess we have a 10 minutes question and answer session as well on that. Next, please. Right. So yes, we are actually in ice cream. I thought that I would be the last speaker because ice cream is always the dessert, right? Which is the last course of the meal, But anyway, here we are, Co+Nut+ink. We actually started in 2013. Not many local market actually knows about us because coincidentally, we are actually in very tourist-centric location. So we are actually parked in Sentosa Island and also Esplanade by the Bay and Orchard Road as well. So for the past 7 years, we have been very much catering on the tourist market. And obviously, as you guys know that we have been quite badly hit by the tourism market since last year, because of the pandemic. So, but nonetheless, we have actually built out our competencies, as always, and we are concentrating on our local market before the tourism comes back. Don't know when, from there. But notwithstanding that, since 2018, we have actually implemented our first in the world, robotic shelf-serve machine. Is something that we have spent a lot of time and effort, and with the help of Nanyang Polytechnic, under the robotic and automation department, they've actually helped us in terms of finally coming out with a technology and that robotic arm that can actually hold the coconut husk. Because as you know that coconut husk is something that actually grown in different sizes. And we also managed to patent it as well internationally. And so we, and now that we are talking about this technology, specifically in terms of enhancing our technology, that's where we are here to present to you what are the problems that we have. Not really problems, I would say that we already have an existing machine here. It's just that, of course, change is always constant. And so just like technology very much. So with that technology that we need in terms of, customer experience, the basic infrastructure and the basic, competencies of the machine itself, we are looking into enhancing, in terms of technology on that. Next, please. So yeah, so to dive into the specific problem statement that we have, is that yeah, again, I mean, I think nowadays consumers are very, we are becoming more and more lazy species in the world, and convenience are so important now, to the consumers, and so that customer experience in terms of that holistic customer experience is imperative, and so it's not just another robotic machine that serves our concept, but also in terms of how they experience it from head to tail, in terms of how the machine function, in terms of how they cater to their specific needs, that correlates to their demographics groups as well, right, on that. And so with that, I would say that to achieve the outcome, we will need to have stronger customer understanding and insights. Secondly, more targeted and integrated marketing engagement, as well as automated inventory and hardware management, which is more of the back end, infrastructure that we need to enhance in terms of operation as well. So by utilizing this type of demographic information to cater to different segments and collecting the right data, from there, that's where we are able to go back to our war room again and to come up with the right business strategy, on that, and towards whatever ever-changing, requirements that we need, along the way. So next slide, please. Yeah. So this is actually a picture that how our machine actually function. This is actually a static kind of picture, but you can actually go to our website. There's a category called the technology, and that's where we have this video that actually shows how our machine actually function from head to tail from there. Yep. Next, please. So the problem statement now is, I mean, the ultimate summary question is that how might we improve the shelf service robotic kiosk to enhance customer experience and optimize sales through data analytics to support global deployment? Just to give you a heads up, myself, I came from a banking and finance background, neither into F&B before, neither into marketing before. So for the past 8 years has been a very steep learning curve. I'm still learning every day. And so in terms of customer experience, marketing, sales, and the technology in terms of garnering data and whatsoever is something that I would like to find good vendors out there, partnership out there, to make it even better success from there. Next, please. So yes, sorry, there's a lot of language over here, but I'll try to kind of like just go through it so that everybody knows the technicality behind it. So an enhanced intelligent robotic ice cream kiosk prototype that provides improvements such as stronger customer understanding and insights, as we mentioned, because we're talking about understanding the customer's needs. So utilizing and synthesizing customer data and behavior information to better improve customer analytics and profiling through smart interaction, okay, whereby improve digital touchscreen interface, possibly with a smart chatbot. Because currently now what we have in terms of our payment, menu is actually just for the customers to come, go to the menu, select the product, and certain toppings that they want, and then they will just make the payment, and that's where the robotic machine execute and to serve the product from there. But again, we want something that is more interactive between both sides so that it will be a much enhanced customer experience. The other thing is better usability through multilingual interface as well. An enhanced robotic ice cream kiosk and product selection experience must be available in multi-languages for international deployment and scalability of the kiosk. Allow me to expand on this. It's because going back to our vision as well, I think in terms of our product, in terms of what we have been catering to the global market, and in terms of especially with this technology, I think is very deployable and scalable on a global basis, and that's where our strategy is to actually go global. And so once we go to like UAE, for example, in Middle East, or we go to China, or we go to Indonesia, for example, local languages would be something that we need to be able to communicate to the local market out there as well. So next, in terms of smart loyalty program, just like what we have in our our online delivery and also our brick and mortar concept as well, we have a loyalty program. So we kind of like wanting to have this O2O kind of a mobile loyalty application to implement in our system as well. So that will also come with the dodgy kind of earn points, receive discounts, track real-time customer behavior and preferences as well. So we are very open to other loyalty mechanism as well, as long as we are able to integrate, all across the different distribution channels from there. So the last one would be smart feedback capture. So recently we also understand A-Star has this particular technology that they have this camera that is able to capture in terms of genders, even the mood of that human being, whether this person is on a good mood or bad mood, from there, and how we should respond to that person on that. So very interesting. With that, we also like to invest in terms of the video footage of customers and analyze their demographics, their spending behavior. When do they actually visit, our kiosk in real time, in terms of purchase frequency, product selection, flavors, profiles, and whatsoever. So this will actually be extracted into a cloud-based kind of content management system and leveraged to enhance the overall service experience. Okay, next please. So secondly is that we talk about the inventory and hardware management, which is more of the back end, which is of course the incubator of every organization as well. So with an enhanced robotics system for increased efficiency and performance, this will actually be by 5 types of channels. The first one will be robotic design improvement, is to increase the service efficiency by redesigning the servicing trays at collection points. Just to dive in a bit of details, because currently now what our machine actually works in terms of how it actually captures on different points of servings, right, and disseminates the right application, is based on sensors, So I think a lot of SI and OEMs would actually understand my technical layman's kind of language from there. But of course, there's always room to improve in terms of sensors, speeds, and sensitivity, and what other additional points we should have that correlates to what I mentioned earlier on in terms of the customer experience and behaviors as well. The second one would be smart stock control. Because we have, it's a kiosk, right? So the inventory capacity is always limited. So with and the fact is that our servings again is a award-winning kind of a product, whereby we don't serve our product in a cone or the heart, or plastic cup, for example. And so ours is the actual coconut husk. So in terms of storing it, the storage can be challenging, and so with this stock control, I think it's something that it will greatly help us in terms of utilizing our capacity and our space that we have on that. So with that information and technology to refill alerts to our operation back end, that on a timely basis, so that we can also timely replenish our product from there. The third one would be smart payment. So I guess we are talking about digital payments. So currently now we have the dodgy kind of nets payment, credit card payments, and whatsoever. But again, going back on the global scale as well, and also talking about tourism, eventually once they come back, we will also have some international payment mode as well. Other than PayPal, we also talk about the very big market in China, for example, WeChat Pay, Alipay, etc. from there. So it's to enhance the payment platform as well from there. The next one will be smart hardware maintenance. So it's to reduce the machine downtime by providing instant visibility via remote monitoring capacity to proactively highlight potential technical issues prior to machine breakdown. So so likewise, our machine that was initially planned for Singapore Zoo, for example, and Singapore Zoo, as you know, that is in Mandai, which is at the not very conducive kind of place. So whenever there's a breakdown, for example, we have to actively go over there and to rectify any technical issues from there. And lastly is that the cloud-based content management system, this will actually help us to effectively operate and conveniently store from inventory to maintenance alert to shopping patterns and sales data in terms of safeguarding our information as well as data-backed decision making as well from there. Next, please. So the third one will be more from the art of it, I would say, in terms of integrated marketing and engagement. So solution must be integrated with a revamped offline to online kind of loyalty program to provide targeted and personalized customer engagement for better experience and loyalty-based customer insights. So we have like personalized recommendation, like track customers' data in order to create the accurate customer profiles, the product offerings for different customers. And also because our product is specifically targeting also to the health conscious customers as well. And a lot of our spokesperson, for example, they are in the F45 arena. And so they are target customers that we are specifically targeting on in terms of health, sports and wellness, and we are 100% vegan. So these are the target customers that we are into. And just to jump, in addition, we are also into sustainability. So vegan is something that we don't deprive the precious resources of our Mother Earth. And so with that, we also want to target people who are very conscious about sustainability. Of course, correlates to the government drive of the Green Plan 2030. So next will be the smart pricing and marketing. So smart learning of customer insight in real time in terms of their age, gender, and location for central pricing management. And also generate tactical promotion based on real-time sales data analytics. Like for example, if they buy one cup via the kiosk, they can get the second free cup via our brick and mortar shop from there. And lastly, smart sustainability tracker. It will actually help to track and promote eco-friendly, like I mentioned earlier on, in terms of behaviors of customers. Like for example, we incentivize customers for recycling of coconut husks at selected recycling points. So just to interject again, we have our own ecosystem, which is copyright globally as well. And so we have this program that teaches people on how to recycle the husks, other than our fair trade program as well. And so these are the efforts that we have within our ecosystem from there. So ideally, this solution will provide flexibility for future technologies as well to plug into the system to build out additional services and functionalities, such as through API and SDK integration from there. So again, technology is always changing, and so we wanted something that that is flexible and is always room for improvement and integration from there. Okay, next, please. So some examples, like for example, you have a hot Roxy who is a regular gym goer, and she needs some, something refreshing after a gym workout. So she, come and visit our kiosk, our robotic kiosk, and she select the products under a post-workout filter. So that particular option in terms of post-workout filter will be able to display products that help her to recharge after a workout. So as you know, that coconut water and coconut product related are always very health beneficial from there. And so from there, she can clearly see the product description, the ingredients, which are very transparent in terms of our nutrition facts as well, and also our health benefits of each product under this category. So once she produces, she makes her purchase, the entire robotic serving experience will take less than 2 minutes. Currently now we are operating like 1.5 minutes. People will actually have this feedback and say that, hey, it could actually take a long time for a product. But the thing is, just like if you were to slide on the, on the right side of the slides, we have this best value for money, which is part of our core values in Co+Nut+ink. And that is when we serve our ice cream, it's not just the ice cream, we actually give a free coconut water as well. So so it's a lot of things, it's a lot of values, it's a lot of nutrition and health as well. And so and the whole experience itself, when people see from the exhibit screen and the actual robotic servings, is something, a whole brand new kind of experience serving it. And it's not just serving in a cup or a cone again. And so from there, the customers typically will still earn the customer loyalty program, as I mentioned earlier on, to earn discounts and points for the next purchase from there. And second one would be through this improved customer data capturing and analytics and profiling from the enhanced machine that we have, together with the cloud-based kind of content system, it will be able to generate real-time O2O tactical promotions based on unique geographic location and the crowds and the customer's preference. For example, based on Roxy's profile, the system identifies her frequenting the East region, for example, because of course our machine will be parked in East region. Just like currently now we are talking to downtown East, just beside Wawa Wet. So there are opportunity that we are able to deploy our machine there as well, which there's a F45 studio sensor there as well. So hence, the system is able to push out a promotional campaign for similar profile users in the Eastern area. and users are able to purchase a cup of, not a cup, sorry, there's some spelling, a house of ice cream in our physical store as well, and entitled to a free drink via, a service kiosk, for example, a marketing campaign. So this targeted marketing to each customers based on their profile will help to cross-sell, upsell, as well as engaging customers based on their respective preferences. Okay. Next, please. And so from our back end, Adam, who is the manager of Co+Nut+ink, is able to deploy more machine as the intelligent kiosk is able to effectively monitor our inventory, our maintenance, as well as our marketing needs. For example, when the inventory is running low, Adam will be able to get an automated prompt on his dashboard for the quantity and product type needed. This allows Adam to quickly deploy and scale more intelligent kiosks across the city holistically for increased revenue. Yeah. Next, please. So what is in for the prize money? It will be 80,000. And if you can refer to the award model as well thereafter. And you will be able to access, thanks to IMDA support again, in terms of accessing to their technology resources and facility for prototyping. And also access to expertise related to the project and test resources. And of course, be a co-developer or supplier for Co+Nut+ink to commercialize the solutions. Yeah, from there. Next, please.
Okay, maybe Lawrence, thank you so much. In the interest of time, maybe I cover this for you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So so for all the solvers, as you know, please submit your proposals on the platform itself through PDF, PowerPoint. If you do have any specific solutions that is only targeted at one aspect, please submit those as well, right? So we will also consider those. So all proposals will be graded according to this evaluation criteria: solution readiness, solution advantage, company profile, and what's the next slide? Sorry, solution fit, solution readiness, solution advantage, and company profile. Okay, so I think this is the last slide. All submissions must be made by 19th of March. Okay, so thank you, Lawrence. We do have two questions, one from an anonymous attendee. Okay, so with regards to the prototype demonstration, what sort of expectations do you have? Maybe I'll just answer this part, then you add on. Okay, Lawrence? So I think the most important part is for the solver to demonstrate that, hey, they are able to meet some of these requirements, right, in detail, and they're able to demonstrate that, the solution that they have done in the past. Please also do include some of their past projects that you've done, can actually solve some of Lawrence's issues, and if the solution actually fulfills what Lawrence is looking for. Okay, Lawrence, over to you.
Yes, that's right.
What are your expectations?
Yeah. The good thing is that because we already have existing technology and system out there, and so you have so-called a prototype demonstration, already using that. But again, as I mentioned during the presentation, is that it's more of the enhancement from the back end to the front end, and our expectation again, I guess it all comes down to the whole product itself. In terms of not just technology, but the product itself as well. So at the end of the day is that we would like to work with suppliers who are able to think out of the box, not just from the technology and the capabilities of it, but in terms of the product and how we can sing into it, not from the size of it, but very much from the art of it as well. So this is our expectation very much on that. Yeah.
Thank you. One more question. So please keep your questions coming. We don't have much time, but I'll try to answer all the questions that you post. So there's one question from Andy Wong. So he's verifying, are there 45 sensors per kiosk? There are all the different sensors within one kiosk, right? Is it 45 sensors?
Yeah. I kind of like rely on my supplier on those technical jargon, so I'm not able to answer you as of now. But we can take this offline. Once.
Yes. Okay. Another question from Edmund Cole. So does Co+Nut+ink have a mobile app that enables users to pre-order the ice cream and enable tracking?
Yes, we have. Currently now we have this online delivery or online ordering on our website. And so they're able to do a pre-order as well before they come to our brick and mortar outlet. So we can also do similarly, such a prototype on our robotic machine as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. That's all the questions that we have. So if you do have any more questions, please type it in. And Lawrence, thank you. Please stay on the line, and maybe type out some of the answers to some of the questions, or if you have to run, we will reach out to you after this session to get the answers, and we'll publish them on the OIP forum.
Thank
Thank
you
you
much.
very much, Lawrence. Thank you for your time today.